Oh man, oh man. Oh, oh boy. Boy howdy. Hi. Oh, that's not the worst this show has ever gotten. Just FYI. Just, just a heads up. That's not the worst this show has ever been. I mean, it's close, but definitely not the worst. It's damn close. Send coupons for Trollymite to generic live show coupons at Gmail. Coupons at gmail.com. Yeah, it's probably a real email address. I mean, it happens. Oh. The stream is so delayed. Yeah, there's also that, M-Beam to learn to ignore the chat, and yeah, it is just typical Twitch, but I am doing this, all on my own, and I get, I'm gonna turn the music down, I'm a very distractible person. That's taken a lot of energy out of me, by the way, so there's not going to be much of a post-show briefing here, because that has taken a lot of steam out of my sail. I had a thing planned for the post-show, but that has taken a lot of wind out of my sails. Fucking trolls. It's about 30 seconds. Shit lost count. I know, right? You'll hear it. It's fine. I believe it's about 30 seconds. But stay fucking trolls. That's a good audio. That's a good audio test. That's not the worst that the Twitch chat has ever been. I need to get off my butt. That's all I'll say there. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It's about 35. Okay. Yeah. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. I'm literally just counting here. 34, 35. Okay. It's about 30 seconds. Oh. No, I don't want to watch. I don't want to do that. So enjoy me counting for 30 seconds. Plus also, my internet here is kind of bad. There's no 2-3 ways around that. Time filler. I know. 14. There's no two ways around that, unfortunately, because, and we've talked about this on not this show, but I think on the Geek.io show before, about how having a bandwidth about bandwidth caps sucks, and that's just a limitation that I guess me personally broadcasting out has just learnt to deal with over the years. But I seriously don't know. As also, I'm self-producing the show, so it's just me. So if I have to produce the show and be the host and try and keep things relatively on track, but you know, it kind of sucks. But I self-produce the show, you know. Are you using OBS? I only have 1M up. I ran the wizard to auto set up my stream. I'm using XSplit, which isn't great. But XSplit, I have everything set up in here for the plugins. If I wanted to use, I do have OBS installed, but if I wanted to use OBS, I could use OBS. I suppose I've just had XSplit set up for the longest time, and it's just me switching to OBS is the hurdle, I guess. I don't know my pup. I should test that before the show. But see, the problem is my setup's not the greatest either, and sometimes it's hard to get confused on whether that is my computer freezing or if it's my internet connection. Because sometimes it can be both, and when it's both, it's definitely a hot mess. It's definitely not great when both happens. And typically both tend to happen, thankfully, less and less on the show. And more while I'm setting up the show and get everything all launched. But I don't think the current setup, the way I have it, is working. So I'm gonna have to go into the workshop and not go into the workshop. What does that even mean? But definitely workshop some ideas. But that's for another time. And like I said, I did have, and now that I'm publishing these pre-show and post shows, I should have more entertaining content. But the post show after the last event, where there was another moderator here as well, and that didn't stop things either. So, and the post show we legitimately had to cut off because it was getting to the point where neither me or the guest at the time, and thankfully the guest was amazing, it was Maddie. Thankfully she's amazing and took everything that happened well, and I haven't sent her running for the hills. And that's another thing too, if I want to have more guests on the show, you know. You seem more comfortable talking in the post-show than what you do during the show. Maybe you should use a few shots and a bit of relationship before you go on. I guess. I guess. I think to me, I don't know. I feel that's because I feel physically exhausted in the post show and just this post show in particular is a little weird considering what just happened. So, I mean, it's freeform talking is good. I just don't want the show to be that. I still want the show to be what it is, if that makes sense. You wanna know what the worst part about it is? I've lost the little end that's come off my pen. That's the worst thing about this whole thing is I've lost the clicker part to my pen. So I don't know where that is. You're right. But I didn't drink before tonight's show. I normally do have a bit. I do partake in a beverage before the show. One, I didn't have time to do that tonight. Two, I have to be up super early in the morning for a work thing, so I couldn't do that if I wanted to, which is probably another reason why I should cut the post show quite short. I've been having wine the last couple of weeks, which has helped. Maybe I workshopped the format of the show to be more free-form as well. But the only reason why I have those breaks in there is because of just giving my voice a chance to rest between stories. Plus, also, I'm still sick, so that doesn't help. So that definitely doesn't help Matt as much. You know, that definitely doesn't help Matt as much. And this light sparkling mineral water is definitely not cutting it today. But I think I'm going to call it. To be honest, I think it's. I would like this Sunday to be a bit bigger than what it is, but I just don't think I can do it. Drink more and sweat it out. Sure, you know what? Which, being under the weather probably doesn't help with me sweating. Maybe I have to chill. Maybe I need to pre-chill my room. Coming into summer. That might need to start happening, actually. Drink more and sweat it out. Oh, you know, I can turn Generic Live Show into like a workout video. That won't get trolls going at all, would it? That won't get trolls all excited for no reason whatsoever. I definitely won't get the big old Vegemite and vodka. I did that right now, actually. But, alright, I'm going to call it. Thank you so much, M-Beam, for being awesome. And, you know, it's good to have people from the Diamond Club community always looking out for each other, and you know, it's always definitely a thing. Yeah, I'm going to MBM. I'm going to follow you. There you go. Drop you a big old follow, MBM. There you go. From my account. From my account to yours. Thank you everyone for tuning into this truncated version of whatever the F post show this was. But we're gonna call it. Thank you. And we'll see you all next time. Bye.